Yo, listen to that.
He ready. He ready. Look at him.
Rapping now.
He ready.
Yo.
Jim trying to get niggas to freestyle all the time. He be trying.
Sound good in there? Even should I turn it down? Make sure we good.
Yeah, you could put it lower.
Just a little lower, Mike. Thank you.
You want it over your voice.
He don't care about that. He don't care about that.
It's whatever you feel like doing.
Alright. Ready? We up? Yo, what's going on, man? This is Jimi Kendrix. We are back.
Yeah.
Producers Union Podcast. DJ, what's up, man? We good? We rolling? That's Big Colorado right there. That's my guy right here. I call him Big Ugly. Not Big Sexy. I call him Big Ugly. Big for no reason. That's my guy. He's manning the wheels 1 and 2 right here tonight, man. I got some friends here. This is episode 3. Woo. Producers Union Podcast. Got some special guests here. We're gonna talk some shit.
Just a few tonight, man. What's up, Jimmy?
What's good with you, brother?
Ain't shit, man. Chilling, bro.
Okay. Same old walk. Let's get right to it. Fellas, what's going on? Well, I'm just going to say a couple people's name, and then they're going to chime in, and they're going to say what's up, introduce themselves, and let them know who they are, what they do, what's going on. Let's go with my guy right here to my left, man. My brother, like I say, Ace Boom. This dude's a hustler, he's a grinder, promoter. Want to be a rapper. We working on that right now.
Come on, man.
L.I., Queens. Without a doubt, my boy Hayes. What's good, brother? Even trade, man. Juice.
Man. Queens, what's up? NYC, what's up?
What's good with you?
Academy, what's up, man?
What's good, my guy? I see you got my shirt on. Yo,
you know,
DJ, pan that over. Pan that shit over here.
Shit in, bro.
He over there bumping my shirt.
Come on, man.
I love support, man.
Come on, man.
Support. Where your shirt at, man?
Where your shirt? Oh, yeah, nigga.
Where your shirt? Yeah, I'm listening. Where your shirt at? I never got one,
they
man.
don't make my size.
Oh my God.
Oh, fuck it up.
They only make
They don't make schmedium. You hear this? You hear that?
Okay.
Oh my Lord. Oh, stop it. To the left of my boy Hayes, man. Let them know. Tell people what's up, man. Talk to me.
DJ Remarkable, what's up, man?
DJ Remarkable. Holla at me, my guy. How are you, sir?
First and foremost, thanks for having me here.
Very remarkable.
Yes. Thanks for having me here, my brothers. Word shout to my brother Hayes, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Where you from, man? Let them know.
Queens, Lords and Queens.
Oh, we go. Woo!
We ain't gonna talk about. I need one of them shirts too, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? that works for me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's good.
As long as we here, though.
Word up.
I'm trying to pitch the large, extra large too, you know.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta take care of my brother as well, man.
Yo, extra 20s. That name, I mean, I don't know anybody with that name right there. That sounds like a damn t-shirt. Extra 20s. What's good, my guy?
What's Gucci? What's Gucci?
Good to see you.
What up, man? What up?
How's everything with you?
Man, I'm Gucci. I'm out here getting to it as we should always.
Yes, sir. I see you over there blinging quietly.
Taking it easy.
Motherfucker got the tank top with the jacket on, shit. You know what I mean?
I ain't even gonna hold you. I thought that was mystical for 10 seconds.
Yeah, man. How's everything with you?
I'm doing good, man.
Beautiful.
Gotta get it for our neighborhood. You know?
As always, man. It's good to see my guys here, man.
We out here, man.
Another episode of Producers Union Podcast.
That's right.
I got Big Ugly right here. I'm in AK Big Colorado.
Yeah.
What's good with you, fool?
Same shit, different day.
Same shit, different day. That's all he do is laugh. You know what I mean?
That's my new security guard.
This nigga got a fucking Hyundai. That's motherfucking wheel is up on his chest, nigga. Like how do you drive that, nigga? Nigga say he make it work.
That shit, the one-seater?
Nah, I got four seats.
4 seats. Nah, you gotta take 2 out and just push one back.
Yo, this guy right here to the right of me right here snapping, my brother right here for a long time. Brother from another mother, former gangster.
Yeah, once upon a time.
Thank God he's done with that shit. A lot of people can now come out their houses. Rapper, industry nigga. He like to pop bottles. He's now living a regular, humble life. Ladies and gentlemen, he don't come out for many interviews. He don't do many podcasts. But I got him on this podcast, New York City. E Hustle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they kidnapped me.
Yo, how's the family doing?
They good. I mean, you know, my life is full of drama. I was born for that shit.
Hold up.
But I was
What do you mean? What do you mean your life is full of drama? I gotta hear
You
this.
ain't gonna be exploiting me, nigga. Love and Hip Hop ain't wanna cut the check, so we out of here. Nah, listen, I tried to do Love and Hip Hop. I ain't tried. They asked me like 3 times in a row, and baby mama said I ain't gonna be exploiting her. So I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this because she gonna sue me. I pay enough child support, but let's just say that if I was the old Yasu about 5 years ago, I'd have shot that bitch on her head a long time ago. But there's no love, you know. At the end of the day, I grew up. So for my daughter, it is
Thank
what
God.
it is.
Praise
Thank
God. Praise
You
God.
know? That's right.
Amen. Amen.
Hey, listen, I understand life now. Listen, I shouldn't be here right now, but I am. And I appreciate and respect that. You know, if you don't understand that at certain points in life, then you ain't shit and you won't be here.
Right.
And that's just reality, you know what I mean? Most people in my era don't exist. Especially with my retarded ass.
Like some Henny? Some Remy?
Yeah, I'm bougie. I don't do Henny, so we want Remy with it.
Yeah.
I won in 1738, but I didn't know how many people would be here. And they only had the big bottles, so.
I'll take a little.
Today's it's right the cups right there.
Yeah, there's some green cups. We got the pretty green cups.
Sponsors tonight are the pretty green cups. Remy Martin VSOP, of course Monster Energy drink, Red Bull, and my favorite of all, Poland Spring Water.
Yeah, they gotta cut the check.
Yeah,
And if they don't, we just gonna knock on the door.
and we have Dutchess as well.
Knock.
Yeah, but this is life. So
There's some
It's some raw
monster there.
paper.
There's another monster somewhere
We
else.
got raw paper here.
I wouldn't drink that shit straight. The monster changes the whole thing.
So look, this is a great platform because we have a lot of people
I will mix that with some monster.
in
I
this.
don't really straight. Yeah.
He's straight. Man, you want me drinking all that damn monster drink with
That
me?
monster shit.
I be thinking you gonna go straight with the Remy. You be putting the sweet shit and then be like, okay, and that shit creep up on me, and I be like, well, la la la, yeah. Wake up the next morning.
Look, I wouldn't even be talking about my drama right now. But Remy did it. So understand the
Remy ain't no telling with him.
Yeah, it ain't like that good.
Yeah, I'm not a big. See, I think Hennessy is bum juice.
It's bum juice.
Man.
You think Hennessy is bum juice? That's been pretty. That's been. Oh, he bougie.
Now listen.
It's depending on which Henny you talking
But
about.
I'm not
though.
against Henny. Look, look.
Depending on which Henny you
That's
talking
the-
about.
I want to break something down to you. Henny to me has become Air Force One.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Take it, right? You take that, right?
Henny's like
There
having
you
the
go.
same Tims.
All right. I wear four
But
pockets. So I
yeah.
need 1738.
But
That's the closest thing to it. I would have big, but I ain't
Different
no-
kind of Hennies out there is hitting. If you
No,
talk
no,
about
no.
a regular VS Henny,
Listen, I'm not against.
I'm with you on that
Because
topic.
when I'm in the club, I ain't got much choice. I'm gonna drink the shit.
Right.
But I really drink rosé. So listen.
Okay.
the reality is
All
that,
day.
look, so you gotta understand. Like he said, I like to buy bottles. I'm from a different type of club scene.
Okay.
So we did a lot of showing out, right?
Gotcha.
So buying a bottle of Hennessy is not showing out because everybody's just trying to get drunk with that
Regular.
one bottle.
Correct.
It's like 5 of y'all niggas.
Correct.
So now we buy 10 bottles of rosé and it's 3 of us. Guess who looks good and who doesn't?
Right.
Guess who's going home alone and guess who's not? So you gotta understand. I've learned to plateau with it, right?
Right,
So
right,
I
right.
come in with a bottle of Hennessy. You come in with a bottle of Hennessy. I come in with a bottle of 1738. Guess who they're sitting next to?
Me, nigga, I'm fucking handsome. Fucking talking about boy now.
I like your answer. I like your answer. But the ones that are gonna sit next to you, you can have them.
Right,
I want
right.
the ones that are gonna sit next to you. I want the better life.
Right. You 100%?
And the truth is, Hennessy is very harsh.
It is.
So now I'm not even talking on that level.
VS
I'm talking,
Henny.
Yeah, I'm talking
Yes,
reality.
right.
It's very harsh when you
Correct.
The Remy goes down. No
Right.
problem.
That's a fact.
You know, they used to say Remy was for females, then they put out 1738, people try to ball out, act like whatever.
Nah,
But
the green
reality
bottle's
is-
always signature though.
Yeah.
The green bottle's
Of
always a
course.
signature.
So my reality is that I just want something that's not too crazy to drink.
Correct.
And that, I mean, it hits you out of nowhere, but I'd rather that
Yeah.
than some shit
It's
that
more
I'm like,
smoother. Right.
I'm dying.
Right.
So let me ask you a question. Each one, if you could pick a drink that best describes you, what would that drink be?
Well, me, it would be rosé. I'm known for it.
Rose,
So,
right, right,
We go to the club
right.
with the rosé.
Popping by, he's one of
I'm
them.
more of a wine
right.
drinker, to be honest.
I'm not really a drinker.
I
Not
drink
really a
wine
drinker.
mostly.
We talking about something that defines you.
I wouldn't.
Do not say I'm not really. You just said you ain't got a definition.
Oh, okay. Okay. No. I mean, because I don't drink. So.
Nah, we reaching for something else. We ain't reaching for you actually drinking this shit. We're gonna say what defines you.
That drink kind of gives,
Let me see.
like me, I like aged whiskey. I'm an aged whiskey
Johnny?
drinker. Yes, Johnny. I love the different blacks, the reds.
McAllen.
Yes,
Check it
hell
out.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh.
brother.
Yes, that's my little drink. That
like
with
Mr.
a little
Who I
ginger
can't
ale.
do Stuck passion. That's that.
My shit is like a blue Long Island.
Long Island iced
Oh, he's
tea.
going somewhere.
Now that was dope.
Okay.
You know why that was dope? Because I travel a lot. And when we on the road and there's a lot of niggas and we not
you
trying to
got
do
it.
bottle service in them bars or lounges that you can't even do bottles, everybody go 2 blue lines is nice.
Right.
Simple.
Right.
And that's real shit.
That's gonna take you there.
At least you know that.
You don't get somewhere with
So you
that.
gotta be
You don't get
smart
somewhere with
about
that.
Yeah.
Right.
See, I ain't that stupid.
Right.
That's a difference.
Take it easy.
Right.
It looks good.
Yeah, real talk.
We'll talk that.
That's a great answer.
Real talk. That's dope. That little blue shit had people fucked up back in the day in the boom boom rooms. What?
So now look, I want to change my answer. So what defines me? I'm a blue Hawaiian. I'm a blue Hawaiian from BBQs. That shit is sweet and cool.
Shit, you talking about from
It look good,
Valley
but
Street?
it will fuck you
Talking
up.
Green Acres?
Right.
Yeah,
From Queens?
right.
So look,
Right.
I'm the blue Hawaiian because it's sweet, it look good, it's cool, and it'll fuck you up.
That, what about that purple motherfucker though?
Oh,
You talking about BBQs
hell
or that
yeah.
Rick Ross? You know what I'm saying? That's my town. You know what I'm saying?
I love the pina coladas, the henny coladas.
coladas?
That was my that's my
Too
They
sweet
got the
sometimes.
drinks.
Yeah,
That's the
BBQ,
drink.
right?
Mixed drinks, they got it.
BBQs
Right.
be killing them.
Shout out to
They
the
food tastes
Qs,
like
man.
shit, but they drinks is
You
great.
never eat from BBQs. You never eat
I
from. Shout out to my nigga Joey. I love you, Joey. It's all good though.
Yo.
You right.
Listen to shit how you try.
Hell no,
Yo,
my
just
nigga.
on another side, more serious. As much as we talk about alcohol and drinking and smoking, Mac Miller passed away recently, suddenly out of nowhere, and I mean a lot of people in the industry, some knew, some didn't know that he was really struggling with a lot of drug use and addiction. You know what I mean? And to see him die, you know what I mean, suddenly, that woke up a lot of people, but a lot of people are living this same life every day, you know what I mean? Like, people's popping pills, people's doing what they're doing, but they're not thinking that it could be the last time.
That's a fact.
Do you think that this is part of the culture now?
Well,
Or do you think this is just a freak accident? You know
No,
what
it's
I
not a
mean?
freak accident. This is the
culture.
culture. The culture glorifies this drug use, right? See, we come from an era where we come from. I'm not sure, you know?
Yeah, they a little younger. They a little younger.
I was just talking
So
about
we come from an era where you wanted to be the hustler, not the crackhead. Now,
Right. We wanted to be the mother. We wanted to get the money.
Yeah, I wanted the money. I did not want to get high. I've never smoked weed in my life. Yeah. I sold a lot of that shit. You understand? I've never sniffed a fucking bag of coke or nothing. I sold a lot of shit. So the reality is, I didn't look at it as I didn't look at it as something I would use. I looked at it as something that would get me out of where I'm at, or feed my family, or whatever I needed to do. So nowadays, everybody wants to be the crackhead. And when I say that, I'm not saying literally crack. I'm saying everybody wants to be this drug addict because it's cool. You put lean in a cup because the niggas in the South did it and they had a little accent and we didn't understand it. So we thought it was cute. And guess what? It went from that and it evolved and now it became pills. Percocets is considered the new dope, the new heroin. And people don't understand that.
Nah,
so now
in the 90s, we would have put some hands on our boys. So, you
correct.
taking a pill?
So now to touch back.
Hell yeah.
Correct.
In our culture.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Hell
we
yeah.
went from music, talking about drugs to music talking about doing it.
Using it, correct.
You see what I'm saying?
And this is the problem.
That's just crazy.
But this is a revolving cycle because guess what? The era before us was talking about using it. So, this shit just goes back and forth. Then it'll come back to hustlers. Then it'll go back to users. So, this is life. Like,
drugs wasn't really
fashion.
on the table or being used.
Correct.
It was always, you're going to be a dope boy.
Dope boy, not a dope
be
bad.
a dope bad.
Right.
You feel me?
So,
that was
so now with the Mac
from
Miller.
the 90s until the early 2000s. Or it was about dope boy music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Music.
So
true.
Last was Jeezy. Everybody else is just went, to Little Xan and Little Pumps.
Yep, it went from Little Xan and Little
You know what I'm
Pump.
saying?
Crazy.
and the crazy
I
shit
agree with
is
that.
with the Mac Miller shit, you got people around you, right? You got people that love you and care about you. Why is no one intervening? Why is no one stepping in? Mm-hmm. And I guess they thought it was cool too. I don't know what it is, or maybe he was just their source of income. There's a lot of fucked up things in life, and this is just reality, right? Mm-hmm. So now they're blaming it on a broken heart. He's been apart from this female for 2 years. This female's engaged to a whole new man and a whole new life.
That's what happened?
Yeah.
Correct.
Because I never knew exactly what was going on.
Now this man is worth $100 million. He passed away worth $100 million, right? So at no point are you gonna tell me that he was fucking stressed out or going.
Mac had $100 million.
He was worth $100 million. Oh, wow. So now my whole thing on this is that he
Lord.
never had no record again, right? He hit any bitch he
endorsements,
wants. It ain't that much love in the world. So they're saying, she went and she posted this man and said she's been in love with him for 8 years. And she was just with Mac Miller 2 years ago, so how's that possible, right?
Wow.
So now the breakdown on this is the reality, right? They did have a great media relationship. We all know half of that shit's bullshit. And who knows? But in 2 years, it doesn't take you 2 years to commit suicide. Sorry. I don't care who you are. So if he wanted to go, he would have been gone.
He probably got some.
These drugs.
What you trying to say? He killed him like he overdosed himself?
Over her.
Or
Yes.
So he intentionally.
intentionally. Oh, okay.
So now the reality
What's that
is
new drug people taking?
that people blame
Z, what's it called? X?
K2.
K2. What the fuck?
It wasn't K2.
No.
But K2 is a whole nother story.
That shit.
They got people acting crazy.
Videos on that shit.
And people use it still. But this is the problem with life, right? People will jump out the window because they see you jump out the window, and they're not realizing jumping out the window, no one's landing on their feet. If you do, guess what? You break your both legs. Knees.
I know a lot of niggas in the industry be on that shit because the industry do give a lot of pressure to you.
Well, you want to know why a lot of people.
Niggas escape.
A lot of people don't understand the K2 whole theory on that. Now, a lot of parolees use K2 because they
don't
can't
show
pass
up
a
in their
drug
piss.
test
Right.
if they smoke weed, but they can pass the drug test if they smoke K2.
Right.
So they're smoking
It's a
K2,
hallucinant.
catnip, all kinds of shit.
Yeah, it's a hallucinant.
Yeah. So what it is it's supposedly a weed alternative, and now it's not. Now it's illegal completely. But
Shit hallucinate.
it fucks people up.
Them
But
niggas-
Every nigga I know that smoked that shit is on fucking
But Mac
parole.
Miller has been on drugs. You know what's funny? Jimmy posted a video recently. The kid's been using drugs for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Years,
Them
whatever.
niggas are real
So
drugs.
this is not an overnight thing and he got the person stressed out. He's been using it. She said she left him because of his addiction.
That's crazy.
So obviously this addiction shit's been going on
Been going
for a while. And it's sad because you know what? He may have been in a depression, but his depression might have been drug caused. These drugs make you start thinking you have no life.
So
You're fucked
tripping,
up.
right?
You don't
Get
understand
depressing.
what's going on. I don't get high, and I don't know this, but I've watched people go through it. I've
Right.
sat there and help people because if you give a fuck about your people, you're gonna help them.
Facts.
A lot of people will sell that shit to you and act like they love you.
Right.
Look, I sold weed. My mama smoked weed. You think I sold weed? No. Get that shit from whoever you're gonna get it from. Because guess what?
Yeah,
I'll
you
be a
ain't
piece of
supplying
shit.
that. That's a fact.
At the end
Sure.
of the day, relationship or not. So when you're this drug dealer, you gotta know your boundaries at the end of the day. And if you're a drug dealer who has friends that get high, and that's how you live, depending on what it is, of course, this happens.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now I'm pushing you, and then you die. Now what?
That's crazy.
Can't be.
That's pretty tragic,
You
man.
sitting there remorseful, you mad, somebody died, you're supposed to be close to them,
Yeah.
you know what they do.
But from the other side, that's his business, so you can't really be
Correct.
mad.
You gotta look at it.
You got to depend on, what you looking at,
You're
you
gonna
know what I'm
get
saying?
A lot of people look at it like they're gonna get it anyway.
Okay, you don't get it
I'm not
anyway,
looking
so
at
you
it.
know what I'm saying? Some
But
people
the
got
truth
heart,
is-
some people don't.
The truth is there's somebody next to you that is not in that life that should be waking you up in some aspect. And if you're not waking up, obviously, look, it's written at the end of the day, right? So
That's
his story
true.
was written. He died at 26 years old, which sucks.
Wow, he was young.
And the crazy thing is he's been on since he was
For a
very
while,
young.
yeah.
So he lived a full life in his 20s. And I guess
some people feel like it's your time to go, you do some stupid shit. I have a person, and that's one of my loved ones. I'm not gonna say who it is because that's fucked up. But who told me the other day? He's like, "Listen, life is life. I lived it. I'm getting high. I don't give a fuck, and that's that." What do you say to that? You say life. Of course, there's more life, right?
Just pray for them.
There's more life, right? But nobody want to hear that shit when they're in a certain position. I'm going home to my beautiful Times Square apartment. This nigga's going back to the projects, to his mother's house. You know what I mean? So I can't tell you how life is gonna be great.
Life, right?
You know what I mean? But guess what? We grew up in the same motherfucking place, and I got out. Why didn't you? Because you chose not to. And I'm not saying you chose not to because you didn't try. You didn't try.
Right.
You understand?
Correct.
People think that this is the problem with the hood. I was about to say my neighborhood, but I'm not gonna say my neighborhood. This is the problem with the hood in general, right? We called it the trap, but we don't know why we call it the trap. People think they call it the trap because you trapping. No, it's the trap because you can't get out. Why can't you get out? Because we are raised to believe that jail is Yale. When I say that, like, niggas
jail
get
is
praised.
Yale.
Yeah.
Explain that.
Niggas get praised for going to jail and
live
coming
off
home.
of street
Correct.
cred.
Street cred, right? But the problem now is that street cred don't exist because everybody's a fucking rat, right? But when we was raised, jail was Yale. And when I say that is, oh, this nigga's a gangster. He shot somebody, stabbed somebody, killed somebody, and you the man. But guess what? Now one of these motherfuckers is writing you for that 20-year bid. Now one of these people are sending you out. They might for a week, a month, too. Maybe the last month, too. Guess what? You coming home. They don't want whatever. But the reality is you're doing that shit on your own, and you coming home, right? And guess what? All the people you just try to impress are.
Right there with you.
They're living their life. They have jobs. They're gone. They done told on somebody. They're probably locked up still. But the reality is that we live by fucked up codes, morals, and
It's changed
it's
totally,
backwards.
man.
Now the nigga that went to Yale, guess what they say in the hood? They be like, this nigga's a fucking loser. He's a lame. But guess what? That's the nigga that's interviewing you when you trying to become that janitor, you fucking bum. And that's the problem. We became these people that believe in these fucked up ass beliefs that because we don't know no better. And guess what? The people above us told us this is the way to go. So now you told me I should shoot this nigga because I'm a gangster now. I shot the nigga and this nigga told on me. Now what? I'm in a cell the size of a bathroom living the rest of my life. Fucked up and nobody gives a fuck about me.
Right.
Hoping
That's
that I can make
crazy.
a call. Yeah, they gave me $20 in commissary, but guess what? What is the fuck I'm gonna do with it? And guess what? What is the rest of my life with a bunch of niggas showering together? Niggas is in gangs. Now you got some beef with a nigga who just didn't like something. Now what? You living a whole nother life. Guess what? There's no gun now. You shot a nigga. That don't mean you tough. That just mean you shot a nigga. That just mean you had a weapon in your hand and you was able to hit a nigga from long distance or whatever it is, and that nigga couldn't defend himself. So now, what happens when you ain't got that opportunity? What happens now when you got to defend yourself? Niggas come home diesel and they feel accomplished.
That's when the man. That's when the real man comes out.
And guess what? They come
pup
home
or you gonna be a
diesel.
dog.
No, peep it. They come home diesel and they feel accomplished. What the fuck did you accomplish, nigga?
Right.
You know, and it's fucked up, but this is the life we live. And this
But
is the
some
life
people
we're
do
going
come
into.
home a changed man though, or
Correct.
changed woman.
I can name a
You know
few.
what I'm saying?
I can
So-
name a few that have evolved in general that we all know of. You know, and that's real. And guess what? At first, people are like, "This is bullshit. He's not that person." But then they show that they're that person. So involvement is real. Listen, I have the closest person, one of the closest people to me, 5 felonies, multiple gun charges, did a bunch of time. CPA. He had his life together, but guess what? He fell victim to the trap.
Yeah.
So he was living double life.
Yeah.
He did time, right? Came home, guess what? He owns multiple companies right now. It's the hustling you at the end of the day. He owns multiple companies. He does nothing wrong. And
We
he's
just picked up the wrong product.
Yeah, he's making minimum $500,000,
You know what I'm saying?
$7 million a year.
Picked up the wrong
And
product.
put the gun away. You know, this is reality. Niggas learn that, and guess what? The people he was trying to impress, where are they right now? None of them are even around. Half these niggas is punks. Half of them motherfuckers got kids and they living off some bitch. You know what? This is life. This is the life we live. I go back to the hood.
Years not learning the streets. And
Yeah.
not supposed to be, man.
You see, it's
Correct.
not.
Real values.
Actually, you gotta really start blaming. It's bigger than that. If you really want to
It's
get.
very-
I don't
it's
get
way
too
bigger.
deep, but you know, real deep, you know what I'm saying.
I mean, we ain't
Because
gonna go all the way back to
yeah,
the chains.
No, not before that. But you know, it's on the brothers who know to change the younger brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because the niggas who come home is really the rats that really come home.
Or the
know what I'm
ones
saying?
that people
That's
do
a
time.
fact.
No, I'm just
But
talking
you
about
right.
the one that's coming out that's
Oh,
really
yeah,
doing all the
yeah.
barking.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? And they out to like you go back to what you said. You know, they think jail is an accomplishment. Like you done came home, like nah, Niggas come home, they did a bid. Like, nigga, I done did it.
They loud about it. Right.
Instead of brothers come home like, nah, brother.
Be humble about it.
They gonna come home and saying about niggas stringing up. You know what I'm saying? Next cell next to you. You know what I'm saying? They didn't come home with the reality that's really changing your whole psyche. You know what I'm saying?
Putting the chair there, you sitting there, everybody got
talking about that.
naked in front of each other.
Right.
Like,
That's demoralizing, man.
And they not talking about the easiest
that.
drug in jail to get is heroin.
Right.
So now most of these niggas you know that you sold weed to is sniffing dope in jail.
Right.
And they really on that shit.
Right.
And they come home fucked up and act like that wasn't that person, but they were. Because guess what? That's the easiest drug in the world
to get in jail.
So now the nigga you just bigged up and act like he's your big homie and you think he's tough as a fucking dope ass.
Nigga Joe itching.
Now what? You know? Like, and these are real fucking situations. Look, I had a dude tell me, you wanna laugh? Look, dude don't know half of me, and I laughed, right? The nigga told me, you're a working ass nigga, you're a loser, and I laughed at him, right? I was like, okay, that's cool. And the same niggas right now doing 20, you know what I mean? It's been a month. But I just looked at him like, oh, okay. And he was mad because his bitch was trying to holler at me. And he was like, oh, you know, you ain't whatever. And I was just like, all right, that's cool. He's like, yeah, you used to be a gangster, but now you just some working ass nigga. And I was just like, all right, I'll knock your head off.
Yo, what's wrong with that? With working?
Oh, this is the problem. This is the problem.
Has a job.
Because
was it Bronx Tale? Was Bronx Tale? Sonny said that working man's a sucker.
I think
Ever since then.
What is that?
Everybody wants to be the big man. Everybody wants to be the big man, but in the wrong way.
Yo, I look on Instagram and you see all these artists, Lil Gunna, Lil Baby, and they walk around with these pouches. They walk around with bricks of money. I mean, the perception that you give to these young boys is like,
this is what
you ain't nobody unless you walk around like
and
that.
And these same niggas are crying
with a pouch
because they
on your
owe
back.
money.
It sets such a difference.
You heard? These same niggas are crying because they owe the labels money and they can't pay it back. So obviously they think they should.
Right.
But how do they get that money? You
but
know
you
what I
know,
mean? For a little 8-7-year-old, he's not getting no money at home. There's no, he ain't seeing that. What does that send a message to him? Like, I gotta do something. I gotta rob grandma or somebody to come up. You know what I mean? Like,
no, and the problem is, look, right? The nigga told me who I used to be, right, and told me I'm a sucker now. But who I used to be was on trial. Who I used to be was looking at life. Who I used to be had to spend a lot of money on lawyers and don't have to spend a penny at this point. Who I used to be was living in the motherfucking projects. Who I am today, it's called evolvement. And people don't understand when you evolve, you're a new man. It doesn't mean the person's not in you. It just means it's not worth it. It means now I have more to lose. So now I hit you and I'm in a fucking 50-cent cell opposed to my $3 million apartment. And guess what? I'm the fucking idiot, not you.
Right.
You know? So guess what? I used to be an idiot. I didn't used to be that nigga. I used to be that nigga because you have a fucked up code in your brain and your morals are shot and you don't understand life. I have honor. Listen, I went out the hood with honor. Like, I didn't leave the hood because, and listen, I thank the niggas that told on me. I didn't leave the hood because I wanted to leave the hood. Don't get it twisted. I was that nigga. Why would I leave the hood? Right? Like these niggas. I had that same mindset. Right. But I left the hood because I had fucking 25 order of protections against me and I couldn't live nowhere near them. So guess what? I was making a whole lot of music money at the same time, right? Now I went and bought a crib in Midtown and I shut niggas up. I leveled up. I said, guess what? I have this opportunity. I always said I'm gonna live in Times Square. I just got an opportunity to move to Times Square. Guess what? I'm buying a crib. So now I'm on trial and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna lose this or I'm gonna do this, and I got everybody telling on me. And one day people just stopped coming to court. I won't say why or how old. I don't know. I'm blessed. Hey, it's like,
thank God.
But guess what? Thank God. Exactly. Right. So now, will I sit here and say I would do it again? I don't know. I don't want to. I don't. But guess what? My back was against the wall. I wasn't a gangster. See, people think I'm crazy. I go to Lower East Side, they be like, oh, that nigga, wow, that nigga this. No, I was not a gangster. I was not crazy. I had niggas try to line me up at my mother's house, and I'm protecting my family. So I did what I had to do to protect my family. These same gangsters walked me to a precinct. Thinking I had, wanted to be a gangster. So these same gangsters walked me to a precinct because they feared for their life. But you're the gangster that knocked on my door with a knife, and you're 13 people. So if you know what I'm capable of and what might happen, why would you even come? Right. So and this is reality. I don't praise anything I've ever done in life. You know, I've beat multiple indictments. Listen, there's any paperwork that'll show you that I have not ever spoke. So I went out with honor. At the same time, I grew up. And I knew who I was. I was always a smart kid. And I went to school without passing the test.
What are you doing for the youth? What's your testimony?
Honestly, I ain't shit. No, I'm doing it for my kids, man. I go to the hood every day. Well, listen, all jokes aside, I'm being funny when I say that. All jokes aside, I have funded multiple basketball, baseball, football tournaments in the hood. I've do a lot. Anybody that needs anything from me knows I'm the easiest person to reach. I'm an open book. I'm gonna try to help you. I don't give a fuck if I know you or not. I'm just that person. Look, I bought an unlimited Metro card this week. Just cause, like, I don't take the train. I'm not even gonna lie, I got 4 fucking cars. Like, I said I'm gonna start taking the train. I'm gonna move around more, and I'm gonna enjoy life. Like, driving around, that shit don't help. That shit, you don't do shit but drive. Like, I've learned that. I've been on the train, you know how many people come to me, people like, my daughter, my 5-year-old, I can show you a video right now, said, why would you talk to this train? Why would you help me? I had to do, every time they come to me, I try. You know why? Because I'm not bigger than you. And you might not be homeless, you might be bullshitting me, but guess what? You're hungry here. You know? And it's not all about giving them $1. Yesterday, I was on a train, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I'm dropping groceries. I wish I would have drove. I'm not going to get twisted.
That time.
You know?
Now I wish I would.
Yeah, because I stayed out all day and I'm like on the train at this point. But long story short, I got this dude in a wheelchair, fucked up, hungry and thirsty. He told me straight up, I just want some water or soda. Do you have it? I gave him, I had this fancy ass drink here. You know, he probably never drink that shit in his life. Here you go. He drank that shit in front of me. I was honored. I was like, you want everything else in my bag? Take it all.
Right.
You know, so, you know, I'm not bigger than nothing. I'm not better than nothing. I never have been. I used to give money to homeless people just say I'm paying taxes. I literally would. Like, that's how I felt at points in life. So, you know, and I believe that my karma is what it is today because I've been the person I am. Because I've never been. Look, yeah, at the point I caught my case, I supposedly shot a nigga in front of a priest and whatever they say. At broad day. I had a bunch of niggas that would have done it for nothing. Did I put them in that position? No, because you're not going to be in a cell because of me. Because I'm not going to have to pay for the rest of your life and your family. I can. Don't get it twisted. It's not hard. I mean, let's be real. You in jail. It's 50 hours a week or some shit. You got a package. But my point is why put you in that position if I don't put you in that position?
So I've
always done my own shit.
Do people still, like, what's homeboy Troy Ave? Like, is he on trial still?
Who? Child,
is he
I'm just gonna say
house arrest.
He got the ankle bracelet taken off, my brother.
Yeah, dude.
What?
Of course, he finished his testimony.
Oh.
Huh?
Wanna go there? I could talk. I don't give a fuck.
Like I don't even.
Nothing against him, you know. Wow. He said he protected himself.
And this you crazy, yo. You know what was crazy too? I saw a video with what's homeboy Kodak Black? He was just spazzing like in the street in LA, just bugging, just like his pants hanging down.
Some shit like that.
He was looking crazy. Like I've never seen him. I've never seen him spazzing to that level. Like when like he was on something. You know what I mean? And a lot of these dudes, they wake up the next morning. And they
dudes pop pills.
And they wake up and they're like, "Yo, my nigga, you realize what you said, what you were doing in the night before?"
Real drugs.
Like he said, they do all this shit. They don't remember this shit. They don't know what they doing. And guess what? They hide. And that's an excuse, but that's not an excuse.
Why don't everyone get detoxing popular? What's up with that? Like, what the fuck? Detox, clean your body instead of destroying your shit.
Everybody got a
poison
about that shit.
Well, that's the culture.
Everybody got their own shit.
Yeah, everybody got their own shit, but this shit is a fucking to the black society, black.
No, not really, because white people use way worse drugs than we do.
No, they do drugs.
Yeah, they do.
It's just not publicized like ours. You know what the difference is? They had heavy metal at a point that doesn't exist anymore. Now our rap is
really popular in the last 5 years with black people.
Yeah, of course.
Popping pills.
Doing what they've been doing.
That shit is ridiculous.
What's he thinking, man? What's up with him?
Like,
who is he throwing signs to this? These are clearly party people. They're just partying. He's gunning. He just came out of jail.
What the fuck?
I'm just trying to figure out what was he.
Look at his pants hanging on that. That's retarded.
Why is he still smiling?
I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yo, you know who he look like? No funny shit. He look like somebody Crackhead, huh? Always asking for chain or
That shit's crazy.
I don't know. These young people are man.
But people claim to this shit.
They don't got nobody
He's
training.
gonna use this footage in a music video, but
They don't got nobody training them.
Well, that's the problem. That there's no such thing as a mentor anymore.
Yeah, everybody's a teacher. Nobody knows this.
Look, he's making crazy noises now. He's liking the attention. You see, he loves the attention. He loves the cameras. He just I guess is he drunk? Is he? That's crazy.
The attention is the attention whores, man.
Publicity, man. That's what it's about. For a lot of people. The more footage and media they get, like stunts being pulled,
Just trying to figure out how it
more
works.
money.
Is that his first time out since coming home? Maybe he's just
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
That could be that. You know,
Could have
it could be that
been. He
also.
just came out.
he's not
literally.
used to being drunk and whatever he's going through.
But he really going crazy. Like, it looked like he was on a pill. As soon as he got out,
Happy as
looked
shit.
like he popped like 8 pills.
What the fuck is he wearing?
And he happy as hell. Though.
Hey, listen, if I just came home tonight, I'll be happy.
Be happy too.
Shit.
I still got money. Just came home. You right? True.
He feel like
He came home winning.
last week before.
9-7.
Look,
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he just came home. Real talk. Yeah,
pants sat. I mean, he looked like he came straight out of jail.
real talk.
Pants on his kneecaps, literally.
Yeah.
All you see is white people walking around him.
You know the white people around.
That look like one.
I mean, that's
that
all
look
I
like
see are white people all around. So he's in some serious club in L.A. But this is what they,
Ain't nobody know white person going.
He's like, I'm the toughest person out here. Nigga, you're in Harvard. What the fuck? Yeah.
Come on, man. Look. TMZ, and TMZ was there, like, say our name.
But guess what?
Say our
He just
name.
trolled the world, and
Now people are talking about him and we're watching this shit.
Look, he's pushing people.
Put that on chat room and find out a real street nigga in the industry. 26, 13.
Yo, he's speeding.
This nigga's wilding right now.
Hey, listen, he doing something right though,
Yeah.
cause we all sitting here watching this shit.
Yeah.
Real talk. He getting that money.
That's funny.
Look, he don't even. This is crazy. People don't know what to say. Yay! You're a street nigga. Yay!
They're like, please get in the car, right?
If he did that in the hood, people be like, he wild. He on something.
Bottles out of something.
He's
they would've
on
found him.
something.
I ain't gonna lie, 5 years ago I'd probably hooked off on his ass.
Sit your ass.
He's a real street nigga, now sit down. But you know what? Nowadays, that's not how it is.
Yeah, I'll be honest with
nothing
you.
against him because, like I say, he just did something right.
Yo,
We
dudes,
watching that shit.
dudes like that in the club, I stay far
No, you gotta stay away from that shit.
from them.
I hate niggas.
Anybody in my circle that acts like that, I would never want to be around them.
They wouldn't even be in our circle.
It'd be a serious.
Oh, I definitely got a nigga that came home and was acting like that,
But
and I had
we
to
gotta-
stop taking
we
him
gotta-
out.
We gotta put those.
No, you
brothers
stop
on
taking them
point.
fucking out.
Oh, that's a fact. You gotta put them on point.
Imagine carrying a nigga that just came home from jail. That nigga
That's like,
Diesel and
that's
Brolic
it's
and
like one of your
10
boys
years
that
later.
can't. He don't know his limit when he start drinking.
Yeah, that's
I
what
mean,
it is. And I've been through it. That shit ain't fun.
Yo, speaking of troll, the guy DJ Academics. Now I've like started to like check him out a little bit, and I see why people be trying to get at him sometimes. Joe Buttons and niggas. Because
His mouth is right.
he trolls his
Right
mouth.
now,
His
6
mouth
ix
gets a
has
little.
done this too.
His mouth gets a little ooh. But I see why people be wanting to like beat him up.
I'll be honest, I never really paid attention to the dude. I seen like 1 or 2 things, but
I don't
his voice and his
He was
face,
on
it
that
just
show
doesn't
with Joe
match.
Buttons and Shorty,
It doesn't match for me.
some shit.
This is we willing.
You man,
Migos was about to
Fuck him up.
Yeah, fuck him
That
up.
shit was a
Were
lot.
they, or was it Joe Buttons?
Oh, wow,
He
man.
was
I heard
kissing
about
their
the Joe
ass.
Buttons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Migos was kissing it. He was kissing their ass. He was like, "Yeah, my favorite group."
That was with Joe Buttons, but you could tell, you could see the softness in his face.
No, but let me break something down to you. For the first time
This
in
is
my
like
life, I
super
seen Joe
fun.
Buttons be tough with 3 niggas. So I'm gonna give him credit. on
no
that
way.
one. Yeah, he was like Joe Buttons actually flexed on them niggas. He don't flex on nobody. Joe Buttons
nah.
just sits there
Nah, he
usually. So he flexed on them niggas. I was kind of shocked on that one.
Can't flex on 3 niggas at the same time.
That's my point. He don't flex on
right
one.
there. They was
So
in
when
the
he
close
did it, I was
vicinity.
like, oh,
What's
It
that
would have
shit?
went down.
Niggas
It
all
would've
screwed
went
up
down.
like, fuck
That
you
shit
say,
would've
bro?
went down.
Right.
Fuck you say?
What was that spot right there in the Bronx? It was the Dallas BBQs now, but where they used to have the strip club with his
It was
ex-girl.
Sofa.
What was it called again?
His ex-girl
Sofa
used
Lounge.
to. Yeah.
Ex-bar Sofa Lounge.
They had
Sofa
strip
Lounge,
club,
yeah,
strip
I
club.
know
His
what you're
girl used to
Tahiri?
work. Tahiri used to work there.
Yeah.
And I remember we ran up. Well, we was just having a good time, and we came outside. He came outside. We just talking. one of my people thought that he was saying something rude to me, but he wasn't. But he almost got beat up that night. But that was the last time I saw him. But he was. I haven't really spoken much to Joe Budden since then. But it looks like he's doing okay for himself.
Listen, what people don't understand about Joe Budden is he's schizophrenic on paper. There's no bullshit to it.
Yeah. He's a guy.
On
No,
paper.
he really is. He always
He got to take his pills.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, seriously.
yeah.
And he's a former dust head. Like this is
Nah.
this is a
He's
dude dealing.
dealing-
This is a dude dealing with a lot of struggles in life.
He
So
has to take-
you can't expect to see Joe Budden be the same
That's
person
his-
every day. He's just not.
Right.
Wow. But
He doesn't even know who he is sometimes.
And I guess it
and
works.
It's fucked up when you deal with that struggle. But the dude is very
Yeah.
talented. I will say that.
Yeah.
Hands
Yeah.
So
down.
you focus that on something that's way more abundant for the people.
Like, let me tell you,
Fixes
his god sister, I guess you would say, is my man's wife, and we had to like pick him up off the stoop millions of times because he's fucked up. So people deal with shit in life. That don't mean he's not talented. He should have been up there. It's just things happen, and politics happen.
True.
And the truth is, imagine he's kept it up,
gotta
even though
redeem
politically
himself, man. That's
he done been blacklisted 1,000 times.
Hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He shouldn't even be here today. So I credit that man a lot.
What wasn't they have a talk show?
Yeah.
A talk show, right? That him and the academic got his own talk show. Them together had a talk show together.
Everyday struggle.
Yeah.
That's
I've never
everyday
actually
struggle.
ever
Yeah.
seen that.
I know the name.
Together though, right?
That meant somebody
Yeah.
else, right? A chick?
Was it a girl?
I never.
Jessica. Yeah, it was.
It was.
I just
Was
know
or is it now? Is it now
Oh,
or was?
no, yeah, it was because now it's
Man, Cardi B.
Cardi.
Nah, she wants some attention. What's up with your girl, man?
Nah, but Nikki should have popped.
No, I'm talking about this. She just crying for attention, bro. Nikki.
Oh, I'm about to say Cardi don't need that attention right now. She got enough.
Nikki's crying. She just begging.
Well, Nikki, let me tell you.
Hold up. Can you
Fell off.
can
man.
you honestly complain? Can you honestly not complain, but can you honestly say that about her when all of our women are like kind of the same way? Like they always want that as much of our attention as
When
possible.
you start losing attention, you start tweaking. And she's a female, so it's a different type of losing attention.
She's just going off. She's just putting out every fucking record, just trying to.
Listen,
I don't
Nikki,
know,
Yo,
bro.
the crazy thing is, Cardi just beat Nikki on the Billboard
What?
She's done it numerous
No way.
Recently or like
recently, like a few days ago, like 2 days ago, I think.
That's a gut punch. Ooh, Travis.
And
That's why
then
she's so
Cardi,
mad.
Well, she was shooting at
Tom
Travis
Ford
talking about
lipstick.
it's not above her, but
like
it
it
was.
sold out mad fast. Like
Are you serious? Cardi got Tom Ford lipstick.
lipstick sold out. It's blue, Cardi blue. It's just-
Oh, she's killing him right
Oh,
now.
she's gonna have a whole nother bag next year.
She is getting her money.
Shout out to Cardi.
Cardi
Word.
is getting her money right
Listen,
now.
I'm not
Yeah.
mad at
Red
Cardi
would
at
have
all,
been
because
She
she
doing
done
her,
a
she
lot.
doing her thing.
But nobody really got sexy blue lipstick if you think about it.
Nah, but you need to see it.
It probably look lit, son. I mean, as a woman, you might be like, yo, that shit is dope.
With
Let
the
me get
sim-
that.
The specific outfit, like, yeah,
Shit look right.
it look right.
You gotta start singing it. Shake it!
Right.
Watch yourself. Let's go.
Blue set is
Right.
Little Kim did it. I mean, with the
Facts.
Look, all jokes aside, anybody winning in this day and age, is-
Everybody win.
I want them to win because
I want everybody to
we
win.
not here to win no more. I mean, one thing I will say is that we eliminated a lot of the execs and the labels, and a lot of indie is working now.
Yeah. The powers.
The problem is that no one buys any kind of records anymore. No one supports.
Free.
I mean,
Everything's free.
6ix9ine's going
Or
platinum
scam to get it.
Yeah, you
every.
know how you going platinum.
every album.
Them shows, bro. That's how you
No,
get
no,
that
but the
bread.
thing
them
about
shows.
6ix9ine
He's
is
working that
Streams, he's killing the
He's working
internet
that
right
right
now
now,
with
bro.
the
Listen,
with
he's
the
no matter what
downloads.
we say, the kid is the hottest thing, period. And that's just reality. A lot of people, like I wasn't a fan. I was really.
What makes you hot? I mean, back in the
Yeah,
day,
right,
back in
right.
our day,
And I'm saying hot,
what
I
made
mean-
you hot
I mean, that's
was
something that gets 200 million fucking views.
right.
That's hot.
Back in the day, what
That's
made
entertainment.
people
That's
hot
not
was
hot,
their
bro. That's
talent.
different.
Right.
See, there's
Was the
different-
talent itself was
It
what
depends
made
on your
people hot.
definition of
Now,
hot, though.
the hype makes
I
you
say
hot.
hot, I'm
You know what I
saying-
mean? Like
Right, I
it's a different,
understand.
it's a different type of hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When Jay was hot, when Kanye was hot,
Because they're
they
lyricists.
were hot talent-wise.
They're lyricists.
These niggas are hot.
Correct. That's
From
why I just said.
the hype
I just
of the
clearly said there's
entertainers,
different
bro.
definitions of hot. Depends on
Yeah, but
when you say
look how
what
this
you
hot
talking
from
about.
6ix9ine is getting him
He's an
downloads.
entertainer, bro.
Like you said,
He is.
Remarkable. He's working this whole system.
yeah.
He's working it
No
without.
one's getting
Yeah.
6ix9ine views.
Yeah.
No one's ever gotten 6ix9ine.
Yeah, like he is working it right
He
now.
took
And this
50's
is the
whole
thing.
program
What
and
people
did
don't
it on
get is
another level.
people feel like they jump on his shit to talk shit, but guess what? You just gave him another view.
Yeah.
So he's
Right.
Chest,
Fifi, this,
He don't
that.
care
He's
about
putting out
nothing.
singles.
Exactly.
He hasn't put out an album yet, and he's still
working.
Yeah, let me
working.
tell you, Easy E had the best thought when he said, "I don't give a fuck what they do with it. They bought it." When they were burning his shit and stomping it out.
Right. Hell
So you
yeah.
think he cares if you got on his shit to talk shit? You just gave him the view.
Exactly. And
That's
then my
just
numbers
how it
look
goes.
good.
Yeah. The
Right.
numbers don't lie, they say, right?
Numbers don't lie.
As soon as he came, became relevant, he started hitting. Like, you're like, what the fuck? 6ix9ine.
You know how you even know it's working? Like he's doing Fifi, and then he's doing the Mexican record. You know what I mean? Like
That
He on
Spanish
billboards
guy.
with that.
Yeah.
he's kind of like testing his system, his model on all genres, and
doing-
everything is working
doing
on
it.
all genres.
And it's
Making
working.
Just
Spanish
because
music.
it's set up,
Working with
his
your
model's set up to
Spanish
run.
girls.
And he got the kids. He got people.
He got the children like.
He has
Not
the
even because he
kids.
got adults. I had a guy argue with me the other day. I'm not gonna say no names. He got mad at me because I was like, "That's the worst verse in hip hop history." I'm not saying the funny thing is I will give him credit for a lot of his records, and I said it. I'll give him credit because the records are catchy, and later on you're sitting there singing and shit. But when it comes to that get the strap shit, all he said was suck my dick the whole verse.
Yeah.
Someone had the nerve to argue with me that it was the best verse.
I
didn't
heard
even-
him make. I'm not even going
The nigga said, "Suck my
I
dick,
could
suck my
listen to
dick." What your
everything
mama
else,
said,
but
"Suck my dick, dick, suck
have
it,
my
suck the dick."
judgments.
Yeah.
That was
But
the verse.
I would let it rock
Listen,
on the
I
radio.
will clearly say it was the worst verse I ever heard in my life.
I don't like
And
the
I'm not
record at
gonna
all.
sit here and say that about anything else he did, because everything else he did, I actually will sit there and be like, "Oh, this is alright," because it got catchy, whatever it was. I can't sit there and tell you that verse made sense. It wasn't
got that super soaker.
and let me tell you, that shit worked.
Perfect cadence.
And
He
again,
has
I
the-
credit him for that.
The little
shit.
kids, little kids
And I
is
credit
loving
him for
it.
that shit.
The little kids
But
are
now
loving
that
it.
verse, I can't sit here and change
I don't
my
like
mind.
that record. I
got
don't
that
like the record
kickback
at all.
when I
Well,
hit that.
listen, I'm from the era
nigga.
where you touch somebody, suck your
Do
dick,
that
you punch
shit,
them
my
out.
nigga.
That's a whole other different kind of violation. That you don't.
So you know, and he runs with that hard, and it works.
And that's
for him.
not something for the kids to. Like, now you got a lot
Listen, I
of
had-
disrespectful ass
Yo,
kids.
I went with my
Yo.
brothers.
It's getting
My brother and
worse.
his guy kid to eat, and the nigga said, "Suck my dick." I said, "Say that shit one more time. You got no teeth." The nigga said, "I didn't say that." And then I caught on to where he caught it from. I never understood it. I said, "Do you know that when you go say that to the wrong person, they're gonna knock you the fuck out?" Kid's
No.
12. He doesn't get it.
Facts.
And then I realized now this is coming from a kid who's trolling the world, who's saying that and getting away with it for that, and kids think they can follow that.
Right, and they gonna get smoked.
You don't get fucking dealt with. They don't. You ain't got security. You're
And
talking.
then that starts
Right.
something totally different.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like,
mean?
nigga, you just told me
Adults,
to suck my dick with your
gunplay,
mama
whatever.
lips. Like,
Right.
Situations that's not necessary if you don't teach your youth the right way. Like simple situations that make a big situation.
My kids, I have 3 boys. One is graduating from high school this year. One is just getting into high school, and I got junior high school. But these little niggas, they be trying their mother. Like they'll try to talk slick, you know, and they already taller than their mother, so they'll try to smell a little must, smell between their balls, and they think they be on some tough shit. And I'll be like, look, nigga, I will hurt you. You know what I mean? Like it gets to that point where you gotta kind of like shake them little niggas out. Like, all right, let me show you the man strip shit compared to that regular playing around. Let me show you what little bubble outside gonna try to do to you. Like he gonna try to really hurt you. You know what I mean? Like real life. Like
kids don't get beat these days no more, bro.
Nah, it's
and my kids is in Far Rockaway. My kids are in Far Rockaway. I live in Harlem, and they'll test me like my dad ain't coming out there. I will get out there hour later, ringing that bell, heart drop. Like he came from East Harlem, all the way to Far Rockaway, where I'm from, originally from Far Rockaway.
Gotcha.
And I pops up, and I handle my business. They know what time it is.
I got lucky. I got
But
noticed.
being a young father who didn't have a father in his life, my mom was the mother and the father, the caregiver, the preacher, the everything. So Like it's different for me. Like I want to be in these boys' life. Like my father wasn't there, and I know him now. Like even now, he feels bad when my mom passed away 2 years ago. So he feels like all these years he was never there. Yet all 5 kids, and he got all 5 of us. Meaning my mother had 5 kids by one man. So it ain't like she had 1 by here, 2 by here. We all from the same father and mother.
I think my mother was a hoe.
And the more he sees us with he was.
I mean, I got a brother that's less than a year younger than me, and my pops died a week after I was born. Something's wrong there.
Yo, we had the most dysfunctional families, man, back in the day. We really had dysfunctional families, man. But now, I mean, like now, you got like one baby mother, and she be having babies by your friends. Like I've never seen them like that. You know what I mean? To that level, it's gotten ridiculous out here.
Listen, I just had a whole talk with someone. I say who thinks it's okay to be fucking with a nigga's enemy. I don't know what's wrong with this world.
That's crazy.
A chick fucking with somebody else.
Nigga I don't like, bitch.
Enemy, I'm talking about niggas that got killed in the situation.
Yeah, that get people killed. That's
people killed again.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
So this world is fucked up, and this whole
put me in situations.
Exactly, and all for fun. Like this ain't fun. This is not funny. Like you don't get life.
Time in jail.
And I've learned to I've told people like you gotta let these people self-destruct. Because guess what? If you jump out the window or involve yourself,
it's over.
Yeah. So let them self-destruct, and guess what? They'll deal with the repercussions. Let them reap what they sow. Because these people are putting you in a position to where they want you to lose
everything,
and
right.
jeopardize it all.
Right.
If that person would put you in that situation, they can get 2 fucks about you anyway.
Right.
Man, what
service down here?
You know they say the power of the pussy, right?
Any service?
Yeah, spray here.
There you go.
What I'm looking for.
So can you set up with the Wi-Fi? So Wi-Fi set up.
So let's talk about the power of the pussy. The problem is these bitches really think. And these niggas are stupid enough to do it. But guess what?
You see Instagram?
There's not
every other video of a chick pussy is like showing her ass.
Exactly.
She want to work out now. Her pussy snatch is like super fat. Like it's ridiculous, man. That's not even cool no more, man.
It gets better.
That shit, I don't even want to see that shit no more. I've been so turned off.
This is statistically fact. There is 9 to 10 women to every dude. What the fuck you jumping out the window for, broad? Yeah. If anything, they got.
Look, I don't want no Instagram chick, man. I don't want no Instagram chick that she be in them thongs and fucking goes to Miami. That shit is so whack.
Us men nowadays, we don't know our worth, man. A lot of men, they just go around trying to be followers and fitting in fads, trying to be somebody that they're not. They're trying to appropriate their lifestyles to somebody else instead of taking care of their own priorities. You feel me? Not being men.
That's
men.
fact.
This is where it comes from. Our fathers, our uncles, not telling us how to
Hell yeah.
fucking live.
We had to figure it out on our own. We had to figure it out on our own.
Correct.
Get your woman right, all that, you gonna find her.
Yes, no, but that's not always true because you got a woman who takes that as a weakness.
So let her be on her way.
Correct, but then the guy doesn't understand that because we are human, and now our reaction is, what the fuck did I do? Why?
Right.
So you're chasing, and now she won, and now she has you on a string, and now what? And you don't see it because you got
child support court system. I mean, they play those games, man.
You know, I'm human. I can tell you right now, I'm going through some crazy shit, and I'm not gonna break it all down, but it's to the point where I know who I am. I know what my DM look like. I know how many bitches holler at me. I know who I can have. Like, not no funny shit. But at the same time, I keep that at a minimum. And women know that I'm not doing it. I'm not even wasting my time talking to you. Because guess what? These women will take that and jump out the window or throw you under the bus.
Right.
Just to make that person look bad or you both because they hating on what you got going on.
Right.
So I haven't been with my kids' mom for months, but I still don't jump out the window. Why? Because at the end of the day, you don't know. I mean, my kids' mom have been doing this for 8 years. But at the same time, there's an end to this, right? There's an end to that, but you're not going to be the one to throw it out there. But if this person keeps pushing that button, thinking they have you on the string, you got to wake them up.
That's right.
Correct? So my whole thing is, I'm not waking them up, though, by fucking some bitch that I don't want anyway, because guess what? Now I got to deal with that bitch. And now this is what ruined everything, right? So you got to be smart. You got to make sure it's a level up. Right or wrong? Right. You gotta make sure it's worth something because now you really have a problem.
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah. So you know, and the truth is, I don't like bringing anybody into my baggage. So when I deal with someone who's gonna be
That's the other thing. That's the other thing.
So you gotta be a man, like you said. So you know, I posted something today talking about chess, right?
Who Fonto is this?
Yeah. So let's talk chess in real life, right? The queen's job is to protect the king, correct? So if the queen is gonna step out the way or lure the opposition in, so the king gets out, what's wrong? You're not a queen. You're a pawn, and you're on the wrong side of the board, right?
That's right.
And this is the problem that niggas don't understand that. Niggas and women don't understand it. This era is so off that they just think that everything is a one-up. You think you got a one-up because you just might dirty. No, you're a snake.
Yo, I seen this quote. This quote on Instagram. Homeboy was like, if you ever date a girl and her child's father can't stand her, and he's a good nigga,
find out why.
You better find out why.
That's right.
And that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like,
that's right.
Like,
because if you're such a good person, then there's no reason why that nigga should have left you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No reason.
In that situation,
I raised for everything.
I raised for 10 years, man. I raised 5 boys.
No way.
Yo,
that's dope, my nigga.
4 wasn't mine. Then I had my son.
Oh, so you inherited 5 kids.
I mean,
so y'all got 7 kids?
Yeah, all together. I mean, like a Brady Bunch type.
Yeah,
that's
just
fire.
One female. Her.
You a good nigga, man.
So how many daddy she got other than you?
2 other ones. I mean,
So
but they wasn't there. They wasn't there.
They were in jail?
Nah, they was
just
home.
weren't there.
But lived in the area.
No,
got you.
I get it. No.
So did they know that you were with their mom?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Got you.
I mean,
but breaking in, my nigga.
They didn't want to do nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
One of the baby fathers lives like 2 houses down. It's like
I ain't know what the situation was.
That's ill, man.
I did what I wanted. I mean, what made me happy. And that's I wanted to have a family.
That's real.
So I made it.
So are you still together?
Nah.
How long have you been separated?
Why y'all not together?
I don't even want to. There we go. Nah,
hey,
we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Listen, things happen in life.
I just
put my shit out there. Boom!
Yeah,
trust me, I'm going to get stabbed after this.
Oh, yeah. Shot. But, you know, women will be women. The power of the pussy.
You say it again, man.
Hey.
You know,
the thing is, you can't give them that power.
You can't. You gotta let it go.
I'll be honest with you. I prefer my hands. You know why? Because they whoever they want to be, who I want them to be. I'm sorry. They don't require anything. I ain't gotta argue with them. I ain't gotta talk to them. I ain't gotta tell them motherfucking shit. I just gotta give them something to think about. But the reality is that these women, they really, really feel like power is. They have this power, and you give it to them because you care. But then you're weak to them once you start to care.
The thing is, you have limits. Everyone has their limits now.
Yes.
Now, when, like, especially when we're at those limits, and then something else presses those limits, and it just drives us. Wow. Oh, it gives us that push to let go and leave. You feel me? And do what we need to do to better ourselves and be strong and change and go back to what we know instead of who we trying to be. You understand what I'm saying? We was trying to be something that you knew.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Listen,
the biggest influences in my life are my mother and my grandmother and my grandfather. But my grandfather was like the big bishop, the big pastor, the mailman in the community. But his wife was. She ran everything. So even though he was looked at as the head man, as the king, he knew himself that his queen was.
She held it down. She was a real queen.
Yeah, and when she
kind of male role model,
she paid for the church. She took a post office. They bought the post office, turned it into a church. They bought a house in Hollis Springs, paid for church, paid for. Yeah, she built she built curtains in it. She built dresses, wedding. She did everything. And when she passed away suddenly, he died 11 months later, like of a broken heart. He was in great health.
I mean,
he just didn't want to live anymore. He was.
It's hard. Listen, we all go when you at a certain age and your whole life is with this one person and they're not there anymore. Life is gone at that point, right? I mean, we feel like that at this age. Just imagine later on.
That's my mom 2 years ago, so I know that feeling. Like felt like a part of me died.
My grandmother and my grandfather.
Hell yeah.
You know, look, and I'll be honest, I struggle with my relationship with my mom because my mom's schizophrenic. I was in foster homes most of my childhood. She broke down, and I was like the target. When I came home, I was 14, and she put me in the street. Like, she just wouldn't let me in the house. So I still try. It was for years. I walked by her, literally in the hood. So you know, at this point, I try. Like, she calls, I try to pick up, I try to talk to her. But at the same time, most of the time, it's like, I need this, I want that, and you know, because that relationship was never there because of certain things. So when I try, because she's still here, people are like, you know, she's still here, and I love my mother. It's my mother. But at the same time, you have to figure that out, you know, for yourself. Yeah, right, you know, I don't hold nothing against her. She was schizophrenic. She been through some shit as a kid. When you learn the history, when you actually care enough to know what's going on and why, then that's another story. You understand? And that's why I got mommy issues. Maybe that's why I can't have a relationship. Maybe that's why me and
you think that's a big part?
No, that's a big part. So you got to understand. I grew up right. I went to a foster home, 6, 7 years old. I probably got out the system at 10, 11. I was in and out of my step-pop's crib, whatever it was, to my mom's. And I was in the street from 12, 13. I was hustling at like 10, 11, literally. So I had no curfew. I came back. Eventually, I was just in the street. Like, so just imagine now I'm walking by my mother. I was cold for a long time. My first kid's mom, please, fuck out of here. She took my virginity. I was like 21. I said, oh, well, it's life. Fuck you, basically. She was fucking on my boys. You really think I knew what it was to really be in love after that? Get the fuck out of here. Then, you know, let's be real, you know. Then I dealt with random people here and there, and I just don't have it in me. So my kid's mom, the base people never understood it. They're like, that bitch crazy. That's this, that, and the third. But that crazy was what balanced us, right? So you got this person that will kick my door down if I don't come home to her. Guess what? I needed that. Literally. And I needed that. And people don't get it. And you know, and that's why I stayed so long. And you know, and I acknowledged that into reality. Like, I ran from so many people that this one didn't let me. And guess what? I was so scared of my first baby moms, and she wasn't. I needed that. You know, did I expect another child? Did I expect it to prolong? Did I expect it this long? No. Is it really bad at this point? Of course. Because guess what? I don't know how to love a motherfucking person at all. Because I don't get it unless it's my kids. That's different. But when it comes to a woman now, to me, everybody's trying to take advantage. To me, everybody's in it for something because I'm so used to that, right? My own mother calls me only when she needs something. I had to curse my 15-year-old about it. Not literally curse, but let her know, like, look, you hit me up tonight because you need something tomorrow. It's midnight. Where the fuck am I going to get you anything? So, you know, I had to tell her, like, and you only hit me up for that. If I text you, you don't even respond. But you know what? I'm so used to that. So when it comes to my kid's mom, I can't tell if she's wrong or right because I'm so fucking lost in the world that I'm thinking that, guess what? This is what...
the type of time she has.
Exactly. So, you know, but at this point, the problem is that she's petty and spiteful. And she's going to shield and fight now. And she's become me. 8 years later, guess what happens? You pick each other's energy up, you learn from each other, and you become each other, right? So now, at this point, you got two prideful people instead of one. And now what happens? We both saying fuck you and just pushing on in life.
Headbutting.
Exactly. So the headbutt is more of a when there's no attention, you're seeking it, right? And we're two people that are able to get it. So that's also a big problem, right or wrong. So now you have a woman who has a ridiculous amount of followers with 1 million niggas in her inbox, who's gonna search and surf for the person she knows I have the most problem with.
Just
To be vindictive and to see if I'm gonna run back or to get my attention. Now the problem is that I'm me still. At the end of the day, I'm Eric to her, but I'm still E Hustle. So now you fucking with a nigga I got a war with, or you trying to, or you making it look like. You might not be, because you know I had somebody break this down to me the other day. They said she knows you know everybody named Mother, and she can't do shit anyway, and the people are scared anyway in reality. So it's not gonna really happen, but they're gonna push because they want that one up, right? And she's gonna play with them to get you back.
Get you mad.
But that's the problem. So now the problem is that I'm not getting mad. I'm losing respect. Right? It's bad enough you ain't have respect for me in the first place, and that's why I'm not there.
Go that far,
No, that's why I'm not there. So now you add more disrespect. What happens? So now the disconnect goes from here,
stretches further away, like
and goes that way.
You really can't.
And now it's all over the place. And now it's like we're in front of each other. We both know that we should have fixed this a long time ago because there was no real problem. But now you created one.
Not here now. You can't go over that.
And now I'm petty, right? I go follow the bitch you don't like. Guess what?
Reverse role.
Correct. But the difference is I'm not catering to that person. I just got them on my page. You're catering to this person. This person thinks they got a one-up, and you're catering to them. I wouldn't do that to you. I still have you on my page as if we're together. I haven't dealt with you in a year. And like almost a year or whatever amount of months. So, you know, it's just different roles. And the problem is that the role's really the same.
Right.
It's two people that are not going to let the other one win.
So who gives?
No one gives. This is what happens. It ends. The problem is the child keeps us in contact. Right? And my daughter, you know, my daughter's fucked up. Let's be real. My daughter sees all of this shit and she gets it. She's not 5, she's 21. This is reality. She's been in school for 3 years already.
Mine's 9, she's 21.
No, this is a child that's 5 who's been in school for 3 years. Who really understands life. Who will break shit down to you in 5 seconds. Literally, I'll show you videos. You're like, get the fuck out of here. Who's learned how to cook sitting behind us, do certain shit at 5. Like, I'm not even joking. So now you have a person who sits there and has relationship talks with me. And she's like, and at 5, so this is what she's consumed with.
She shouldn't be talking to you
exactly. She should be talking about coloring or school.
Because she's hearing it from somebody.
So now she's like,
I wonder who.
You know, mommy left you,
right? And
this and that, and now the mom is mad at me because she feels like I turned my daughter on her. But that's not what happened. What happened is that you were too comfortable in front of her.
Right.
I wasn't. Correct. So now I tell you chill, and you don't chill because you can't control yourself in that sense. Now she sees you as the enemy. You're not the enemy because I break it down to my daughter every day. That's your mother.
Right.
But because I'm not a fucking dummy at the end of the day. So you know you got to know your place as well as a father, not to turn your kid. Correct. So now the problem is again, my daughter's begging me to stay. You can't. I can't. You understand? Like. And it's because of pride. And it's because of that person, too. Because I could sit here and be like, grow up. And you're like, fuck you bitch ass nigga. And it's like, you know what?
Grown.
Fuck you, too.
I'm already grown. You grow up.
Yeah. So it's like, oh. And then that's tit for tat. And tit for tat is cool if it's just tit for tat. But when the pettiness comes in and you start about other people and it's public, you have a problem. Especially when you're two prideful people with names.
That's crazy.
It's like T.I. and Tiny. When T.I. ran down on Mayweather, he had no choice. Yeah. It wasn't because he thought he could beat Mayweather's ass, and it wasn't because he wanted to run down on Mayweather. It's because he's T.I.
Yeah, we let that fly.
Exactly.
Let that fucker,
yeah, remarkable.
His pride gonna take him over.
Exactly.
Just let that happen.
Just something else. It's funny, Mayweather. You say Mayweather, I'm thinking, where you get DJ Remarkable from? We get that name from. That's crazy. That's something anybody be like, yo, that's different.
Cause he's dope nigga now.
Try, you know, do things that we accomplished through life. Hurdles I overcame. You know what I'm saying? Just fit right for that. You know, for that stage show. I got a testimony. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, it's like you know, that best suit me because you know I'm here by God. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's dope.
I'm on a second life right now, so it's a blessing.
Man, listen, that's dope. That's real dope.
I think he's trying to tell us he took 9 shots like 50.
It's definitely a blessing for me to be here, my brothers. You know what I'm saying?
How long you been DJing?
Oh wow, I'm definitely over 15.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm from my high school parties.
I thought he was gonna give us one of those. Since I was 15, nigga, I don't know how old you are.
No, I'm 30. I'm 32.
No, I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
People that will really tell you.
To me, yeah.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
That's dope. You've been doing it since you was young, so.
Yeah, I've been I'm from the Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? So we know about music for party from a little
DJ
kid.
DJ Khaled your idol?
Nah. No, he's a dope brother. Shout out to Cali. He's a good brother, though. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see him as more of a DJ at this point in his life.
Did you want to be like the next Wyclef? Is that what it was?
Nah. I would love to be on that plateau. You know, that's what he got. A diplomatic. He's a diplomat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Clef.
Clef is grinding.
Clef is dope. Clef is amazing,
he's in a
man.
Carnival. He's over here. He's
that nigga ran for presidency. You hear me? That nigga a different kind of brother.
So before y'all leave, y'all all gonna have a nickname. This is Clef. This is.
I take that.
Your haze is real.
I take that.
Simple.
So what we gonna call this brother? What we gonna call this brother? Now hold on.
With my haze on it, what you gonna call it?
That's Chris McCullin.
Who's that?
Uno? From the Nets?
From the Nets.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not a sports person, so I would have no idea.
That's my man right there.
The Caribbean, because my girl's trying to get me to like go to the Caribbean.
Don't go
for anniversary.
Anyone, any Caribbean, any island, go for it.
Are the old school values still there?
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Like the Caribbean, bro.
Like boys show respect. How you talk, how you carry it.
You know what it is? Caribbean parents still beat their kids to this day. Americans, they got this ACS system over here, and the Caribbean parents don't give a fuck. They will tell you, go call the police. You don't take this ass whipping still. You know what I'm saying?
The police gonna stand there and make sure you get your ass.
Right.
What's crazy is my daughter's 9. I probably popped her once, bro.
I never hit none of my kids.
I popped her one time and I said, I'm sorry.
My little homie.
Nah, but you know what's crazy? My daughter, my oldest, right? You know, I asked her about boys and shit the other day.
Oh my God, you okay?
She said,
want to make me proud. That's why he do what I.
Right.
I was like, you okay? I'm sorry that I hurt
He
you.
don't let me down.
I ain't gonna lie, I was just talking shit about having all that street cred and shit, but that's one thing I will tell you. My oldest, she said, when boys come to me, I'm like, you know who my father is? You don't even want to come near me. Don't talk to me.
It works.
I love it. I take it.
Word up. Word up.
You have daughters.
Only.
You only have girls.
You got shoot for your boys, right?
You got 2 and 1. I got 3 boys. I don't know what it is to have a girl.
I got one. Listen,
to have a
Jim,
daughter. And I'm scared. In this day and time, I'm scared to have a.
Well, it's all how you about your relationship with them too.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta. It's
strong women around
so
them.
Yeah, that's the other key thing. That woman is the key.
Yeah.
No, it's not always the woman because the women, they're women.
I mean,
you got to remember they're gonna teach.
I know some.
No, I'm good role model in
great
front of your daughter.
Then I know
When
some
I
West
say role
Indian
model,
mothers.
it's more about your their view on you because now you got to remember they're gonna look at this guy.
Yo,
Right.
my daughter
So you
is
gotta-
so.
As a woman, though, you need a good woman.
No, I get that point, but what I'm telling you is
They need to know what
the
it is
woman
to
can
be a
be good or
lady.
bad.
You know what I
It
mean?
doesn't matter, bro. My
Doesn't
daughter
matter. They're
is
looking
so
at the
attached
man.
to me.
Yeah, you gotta understand.
She is
that.
so separately attached from me versus her mother,
Yep.
which is crazy.
That's
like,
how it is.
She'll come to me like, "Oh, I don't want to go home. I want to stay with you. Mommy's gonna be where she at."
Now I won't
I'm like,
lie.
what do you
Since I
mean?
had a second child,
But she
my
just
first
won't-
one has clinged to her mother.
Yeah.
And feels like I failed her because I had another child.
My
And she
daughter's
won't say
so
that outright,
attached to
but
me,
she
bro.
says it.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. So
Yeah.
you got to understand
Son is
when you
so
have
attached.
multiple children, it's a little
So
different.
attached.
Like my youngest, she's not. She don't want to hear shit. She'll say I hate my mother, and I'll be like, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know, my oldest used to do it too, and now at this point, it's all her mother, and I'm a liar. Tell her mother.
To me, she's scared of shit, so
Yeah,
she'll be like,
that's your job.
you know,
Right,
but,
right.
That
It's a
shit
lot.
goes
It's a
away.
lot with
Right.
the women, man. They can't just keep feeding the kids bad things about.
Well,
the
kids,
father.
let me tell you something about that.
Kids know.
Like a woman, yes, they know.
Yeah,
a woman can tell a kid
they
anything they
definitely
want, but
do
when
know.
the child knows you, that's all that matters.
My
Now,
daughter
if you
knows
absent and you allow that
They're
shit,
gonna make their own judgment.
they're gonna make that judgment off of what the mother's saying and
If
off
they
of not seeing you.
know who you are,
Right.
they
Yeah,
watch
it's
you.
like it's like I work so much, I don't get to see my daughters like I used to. Like like I want to, I would say, but I damn near talk to her every day. FaceTime her every day, text her every day to make sure she's at school, whatever she's doing. Good night, good morning.
You
know
have
what I mean?
to.
You know,
Got to,
whatever
man.
I can
That's
do,
what
like
being a
pick her
man
up
is.
after school. Spend
Today was my
5
daughter's.
hours with
That's
her.
a man.
Today was my
shit.
oldest first
That's
day in
right.
school, right? 100 school. I texted her, "How was your first day?" You think I got a response?
No.
But
My
guess
daughter
what?
was-
Because
I
she's
had
too
a text.
cool now. She's
My daughter was.
My
she's
point
past
is-
that stage.
But
She's
my
on the
point is,
cool,
I
like,
did
I'm-
text her. So
like
later
that,
on,
you
she can't
know what I
say
mean? Like-
he
She can't
didn't
say
even
I
attend. Yeah, I
mean-
checked in. You ain't check out.
Right.
Guess what? Or you checked out.
Right.
My daughter, on the first day of school, my daughter was tight. I ain't take her. She's
Well,
like,
my
"Yo,
youngest-
why you ain't take me to school?" I was like, "I had to go to work.
You know-
Sorry, but I made sure I picked her up."
You know
The
what's
first
crazy
day,
is,
you know what I'm saying?
you know,
But she was still mad.
My youngest is
I'm
caught
like,
in the
yo.
middle of a war like that where I didn't go to the first day. I'm at everything. But I didn't go because, one, you didn't confirm the school, right? Because you're fighting with me and you think I don't want to put her in this school and pay this and that. So we're fighting, so there's no communication, so we don't know what's going on. So I know the school, but I don't know the school, and I'm not just going to walk in some school on some creep shit.
Looking for
Right.
your
Looking for my kid.
Right.
So I let it be. And
Hey,
then
I'm looking for who the fuck are you?
911, lockdown
exactly.
the school.
So now I'm the bad guy, but at the same time, I can't go to the school because I don't have that permission from you. Now you're not in full control, but you do know, and you did this paperwork, and they know you.
Right.
And I'm not gonna play this game when we had a war because you just can't. You giving them a crazier one up right there.
Right.
So now my daughter. Now you know I picked up from school today. I was in the wrong line. I didn't know what class she's in or nothing. But you know I'm real
least she
enough to
was there.
say that exactly. But I'm real enough to say, listen, this happened. you know what? But I still tried, and I'm still here now.
That's all that matters,
And guess
bro.
what? You know what? I wasn't there the first day. I don't even know what your class looks like, and she's mad about it. But now I picked her up, and now she knows that whatever, and I'm gonna be there.
Different story.
You know, it's a different story because this child needs that.
It's the
comfort.
oldest or the youngest?
The youngest.
Youngest, gotcha.
The oldest, she got her own life.
She already know. She don't care about you no more.
No.
Well, not like that.
Only
but
because she needs stuff.
she's like, daddy. No, okay, bye.
I mean, if you really think about, you can't really blame a lot of our approaches as parents because for many of us, we had one parent that was consistently there. And you had one that was here and there.
Scattered.
For some. Others were blessed to have both parents.
Yes.
Others had one.
Myself.
But
Me too.
my mother, she was the best mom in the world. But she would always tell me, I can't teach you how to be a man. I'm never going to try to teach you how to be a man.
She can't.
Right.
So whatever I know as a father and is partially by how I was raised by my mother a little bit. But from a man perspective, it was from whatever I saw. My grandfather, my uncles.
How your
but
friends take good.
I had to take whatever I knew and be the best father.
Very real.
Like, how do I, in this day and age where motherfuckers is on their phones all day, how do I shake this little nigga up where my words mean something? Like, if I say something like, yo, get off that phone. Like, okay, with us, it took us one time with our parents. They say something one time.
You gotta say nothing, just look.
Second time, we had the duck.
We shared a fucking household phone. Like,
you know what I mean?
That's it.
Right.
Now, these kids are just like,
off that damn phone.
so what? So what? I don't care. Like, they'll test you. So,
Right.
I'm like, how am I going to deal with this with
Very
three
true.
boys? Plus, their parents might be a little, inhibitors because most mothers, they just naturally inhibit their kids. They make excuses for them in school. I be wanting to run into school, suspend him, kick him out. I'm going to whoop his behind. She'll find excuses to want to argue with the staff. No, because that teacher is such and such, and I don't like her, and she be being disrespectful. And it's like, yo, we supposed to be on the same side as parents.
Well,
We got you wrong regardless. If you say to the teacher regardless, you wrong. Just, but I found myself arguing with her like, no.
and what the opposite parent doesn't understand is when you're telling the teacher they're wrong, the child thinks they're right.
Right.
And now they don't have to respect the teacher
They
ever.
watch the circus. They watching the circus like this, like
door.
you know. And that's what we didn't have those problems back in the day. You know what I mean?
My daughter got last year, right? I don't know if I explained this to you before or told you about it, Jim, but my daughter last year had to transfer schools because it went viral. She got jumped by like over 40 kids or some crazy shit after school for some BS. Who knows? From her to her, what she explains to me, nothing happened. She had nothing to do with it. She just got jumped. I'm not 5. Something happened. Now, I had the same type of situation at 14. The difference is I try to kill a motherfucking body after, and I laughed at her and about it because her mom obviously pressed charges because this is this era and this is woman. I'm not expecting my daughter to be me. She's a girl,
Right.
but and we had to obviously pull her because multiple days in a row they literally waited for her,
Right.
and so. The mother dealt with that because I would have shot every little kid there, period. And so, but it happened to me at 14. I was a dummy. I went to school up the hill where we had beef because I was me, and it was a better
Don't
school.
care.
I didn't
Like,
give
so
a fuck.
what?
I was 14, but I was 12 when I picked it 13. But I didn't give a fuck because I was fighting from a kid. I'm from the Lower East Side. Listen, this is what you taught. So I went to 56 where it was the better school. Listen, I'm not going to 22 with every fucking reject. So they set me up on the 9th grade, right? They waited for my ass. Lunchtime, nigga tried to tell me something. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you up. I come out, it's a snowstorm. I got 13 niggas waiting for me, right? So, I don't think nothing of it. I see the kid that just started me walking in front of me. Turn around, hook off. I knocked him the fuck out. Literally knocked his retainer out. They pressed charges on me. But I got jumped by 13 niggas. They cut me and everything. Literally. So, I came back knocking on doors. Monday, I came to school. That was Friday. Guess what? I got arrested. I got jumped. Did I say a word? No. But that's the difference between my kid. She had to do what she had to do. I had to do what I had to do, right? With them different. And I had to argue with my bro about this because he tried to say, oh, you should have. Listen, she doesn't want to be a gangster. She wants to be an upstanding
She don't need to
citizen, and she don't need to be. She wasn't raised to be that. She is raised to live her life the way she needs to live it. I was raised on my own to be a wild fucking animal.
Right.
So guess what? I was a wild animal.
We had to be.
Yeah, I went to school knowing I was gonna be. You know what I mean? I went to a school knowing I was across the street from the project we had beef with. Come on, let's be real. I knew there was gonna be problems. It took long enough. You know what? But guess what? I was told on by the niggas that jumped me. You understand my point? So it was just different. You know, we're different. So, you know, and these kids, my kid's mother was acting like, you know, it's everybody else's fault. She sat here and defended my daughter. She got mad because I told my daughter, you did something. I'm not done. You argue, you did something. There's nobody jumping you for no reason.
Yeah.
They had that shit planned to everybody else out there with cameras recording it. It went viral. Apparently for days, some shit went on. It was like really innocent. She was walking by, they tried to talk to her or her friend, and they rejected it. You know, kids don't want to hear that shit. So you got a group of motherfuckers next to one. They're going to do what they got to do. So they tried to get her friend. They couldn't get her friend. They waited for her and they jumped her. They literally dragged her out of Uber. I watched the video. It was fucked up, to be honest with you. You don't want to see that. That's just your kid at the end of the day. I'm a human motherfucking being. I wanted to kill everybody in the world.
Yeah.
But you know what? I had to sit there and be an adult and say, I understand. I joked with her. You know, don't get it twisted. I walked right in there like, you got fucked up? Let me see. What happened? And, you know, that's just me. I'm going to do that. Because I treat my kid like I treat anybody.
Right.
And guess what? My kid has a different relationship with me because of that. I'm not going to baby my daughter.
Right.
Ladies and
Even though
gentlemen,
I think she should have fucked everybody up.
this podcast is turned into like parenting 101. Well, at least you see ladies that are listening and people like we're industry people, but we're also parents. We also we live a regular life. We have regular situations like the rest. From a men's perspective, from a person that has goals, careers, everyone they are doing something in entertainment, but we still have life, and we can relate. We can relate. So,
Gangster and a gentleman.
without a doubt, I want to thank every one of you guys for this podcast, for coming through tonight. Big Colorado, aka Big Ugly, aka Cut a Check, in the building. My boy Hayes was in the building. Even Trey, you want to let the people know something? Send them me. How can they reach you?
Yo, y'all can find me on my Instagram, Hayes_even trade, QBMF Showcase on IG.
And the events coming up.
I think we're gonna launch off with the Juice again on the 25th. Juice. Join us in creating the experience.
Join us in creating the experience.
Ooh, come on, bro. Come on, man.
But you don't do showcases.
He is gonna do this. This is not a show.
He never do showcases.
This is not a showcase.
He'll come, he'll buy a couple bottles, and then he'll leave.
It's a platform. It's a platform.
Which is dope.
Man,
Which would be actually be dope, because if you do it, I'm gonna perform.
It's a platform.
And you go hold it the whole night and be like that nigga.
Right.
DJ Remarkable, man. Anything coming up for you? Any events coming up? Anything going on? Talk to me.
Definitely that shout out
Yeah.
to Carnival. But follow me on social media, man. DJ Mark Well, keep up with everything.
Yo, and keep doing what you're doing, brother. I want to hear your testimony. I want you to come back because I want to do like a real one-on-one where we can really talk about your story.
No, I appreciate that,
I'm around. I work in education, so I teach high school kids, East Harlem, 10 years in.
Dope.
And so there's a lot of kids that I've seen graduate. I've seen a lot of kids also take 15, 20-year jail sentences straight from my classroom.
Wow.
For conspiracy, gang conspiracy. So my platform is not just about the music industry. It's about the life industry.
Right.
Real life industry. So you're going to have people that from all walks that are doing great things in the community. They're also living their dream.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
yeah.
Dope.
But they also have fucked up situations and they come from dirt.
The reality says something.
Hell yeah. So
reality.
my thing is if one person has heard some of these stories and some of these jewels, it helps them navigate problems or stuff with their family, with their relationships, with their careers.
Correct.
And someone can take something from it and then help their life. This was all for the right reason. It was all worth it. all worth it. So I really appreciate you coming out, my guy.
Brother, thanks for me.
Really do.
Here.
And I definitely want to know when you have some events. I want to come out.
Especially, I'm a vendor.
Yes.
I actually mentor a lot of kids out.
Wow.
Teach kids how to DJ and things like that. So we
Talk to me. Hell yeah.
Definitely link up. We gotta link up.
What? Oh, let's link.
Yeah, I do a lot of community events. I really don't do like the club thing is cool, but you know,
Only when I
when
call.
you,
Only when
I really don't. I really don't. I do a lot of overseas
The
things.
juice in there, the juice event.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
man.
does like a lot of overseas.
The overseas stuff be so much better. I mean, the vibe, the energy, the response, the love you get is amazing.
That's
the
it.
love is
Love is
amazing.
no malice. There's nobody.
Yeah.
There's too much money to be made for everybody.
That's, you don't believe that?
There's
I
no-
do. I agreed 100%.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a fan of everything.
International remarkable, man.
Word, it's a
So wait,
blessing, man.
Mystical 2.0, what do you do?
No, extra 20s. Extra 20s.
Oh, I'm an event coordinator. You know, I sing, I do hooks and all
That's
that.
dope.
You know, I'm a writer.
Yeah, let's get some of the outro.
Right. Send us home. Send us
Send us
home.
home.
Sing y'all home. Sing y'all home. Alright. Let me see. We in the club, we about to get drunk. Yeah. I mean, but it's something like we in the club, we about to get drunk. We gon' party all night till the break of dawn. We in the club, we about to get drunk. We gon' party all night. I mean, it's something like, you know,
We'll take it.
let a nigga get some juice.
Yo, he that dude. Yo, he that dude when my girl will be
You know.
mad.
Right.
We'll be not talking, and
do
she'll
my
stumble into this nigga right here and on the street outside the White Castle or something. He'll hit on one of the lines.
Is Mr. Still young?
I'm a builder, you know. I'm a builder, you know. So I really be on my culture, heritage shit, you know. And you taking energy when you sleep with a lot of different females. This is a lot of different
That's
energy
deep.
you taking from them.
That's
So
deep, too.
You gotta find different
That's real
certain
talk.
energies that's for you.
That's
I mean,
real
it's
talk.
a whole different note.
I got
with that.
daughters, so I
You know
appreciate
what I mean? So
That's real talk.
I mean, and honestly, I try to, you know, I try to break that down onto the youth. And I had my own little mentoring program back in the days. You know, I'm back in town. I was out of the state for a while in Cali, Miami, ATL, Jersey. You know, I'm back in New York now, so.
Once came, they
That's
all
right.
they
I
done.
used to throw parties with my bros. We used to do events. You know, a whole bunch of different shit. But we're back.
Let's
I'm
do
back.
it.
You know, back and better. You know?
Back in New York.
About the QBMF showcases. You
Yes,
know?
sir.
Let's
Yes,
get it.
sir.
You can
We
find
back.
me. Find me at Extra 20s on Instagram. You know what I mean?
Nice.
They call me Ez. You know what I mean? Get at me, man. Let's get it.
I like that. But why 20s? Why
Extra 20s,
50s,
oh.
extra 100s?
I mean, I'm one of the big fools, East Side neighborhood. You know what I mean? Rolling 20s. You know what I mean?
Got
But
you.
Extra 20s is about not just about capital, because money is non-existent, really.
Right.
I mean, because
It's
at
just
the end of the
paper.
day,
It's just paper.
It's gonna be
That's it.
gone real soon, and we're gonna have to barter. That's why Akon got his whole Acoin shit out there. And I mean, it's deeper. Y'all need to do some research, man.
Wow.
And check out Rex 84 King Alfred playing. I mean, just think about it, man. There's a lot of things that's just playing for us.
That's
for
deep.
next
That's
show,
the
man.
next show right
But,
there.
Think about it, boys.
I'm about my neighborhood, as I said when I
What's
first.
your neighborhood?
I'm from Valley Street, but I'm from Far Rock and Southside
Yes,
Jamaica,
sir.
Queens. Know
Yes,
what I
sir.
mean? 147, aka 14
Yeah.
Red. Know what I mean? But I'm from the 40s and Cornega, Beach 22nd. I mean,
Yes,
dudes.
yeah.
But
Oh shoot, okay. My son's is on Beach 28.
oh, for real?
Yeah, that's where they at now.
wait, y'all didn't
I'm
say
from
where y'all
OV. I'm from OV Beach
OV?
59.
My boy Crazy got a studio out there.
Across from Edgemere, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's where I'm from. So.
Boston, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was right there on 131st and 131st the back box, 131st ad, that little strip with that highway that right back there, right back on the back box.
wait,
224th Street, 131st and 224th Street.
He's about to be a rapper though.
I lived
He's
there,
doing his
yeah.
thing. He's doing his thing.
I lived there for a while. I love that. That was all the cute girls was over there. All the cute girls from the nice neighborhood. All the cute girls was over there. Hell yeah, I remember
So
that.
you the only one that's actually an artist.
I sing and I rap, but I mostly sing. But
Wait, you just singing some shit. Are you gonna rap?
I'm a
I
manager.
spit
I don't
something,
really
man.
do that.
Come on,
I mean,
Ah, the
real
manager.
shit. I do the modeling thing.
He raps
you know,
too.
I chill.
Wait. Hey,
Yo,
We
we
just
were
laid
just
down
in
the
the
track.
I can show you a video
He
right
just laid down the
now.
track.
Yo, I'm trying to.
you trying to dodge this? You can't dodge this bullet, brother. We got the gold James Bond silver bullet on you.
Yo, remarkable. He tried to keep it low. He was in the studio.
What's going on?
He is in the studio now.
That make no sense.
New album coming.
If we let you get out of here without rapping, then that's some bullshit.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's
I'm not a rapper. What the fuck?
Stop playing.
Let me ask you a question before you say I'm not a rapper. Did you record a record with this man?
With who?
This man right here?
I did not.
Did you record a record in
I
general?
got the video.
Yes, I did.
How long ago? How long ago?
It was a couple days ago, right?
What are you talking about?
What?
So let's hear
Smoking. He was smoking. He don't
We got
remember
video
nothing.
for all this, by the way.
It don't matter. I don't want to hear the song. I want to hear 8 bars.
I don't have
8.
anything,
I said 8.
man.
That's a half a verse.
At least
I don't have
4.
any. Well, what are you egging him on to?
We
I
take
want
4.
This is all new news to me, homie. So
Thank you.
Come on, we take 4.
Oh, man.
You got 4 bars?
You can take them off the song. We don't gotta know. We ain't never heard the song.
Up, son.
Damn.
Nah, he heard the song. He heard
Oh, so that is a song. He didn't hear the song. You feel me? Like, what's going on?
Oh, you gotta know. I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Come on, man. But I'm not a rapper for me, but it's you.
You did a
Spit
song.
any 4 bars.
There it goes. You set the tone. You setting the tone.
That's fucked
You want
up.
a beat or no beat?
Come on, Ed. Why you gotta do that, man?
June series. That's what's going on, huh?
Yeah, I can do that to me. All right, let me see,
You
man.
want a beat or no beat?
It's Queens.
We can do a beat, though. We can do a beat.
Queens.
Fuck it.
Juice.
He a rapper. He was bullshitting the whole time. Let's go.
It's Queens. It's Queens. One time.
Nah, let me see. No, come on, man. Y'all
Get the words together.
Come on now.
I got you, Jimmy. I
Come
got
on.
You got it.
you. Yo. Let me see.
Talk to him.
Queen.
My fault, y'all. It was the delay, man. Yo. See?
I gotta set you up all
You gotta
over.
set me up all over again?
Yeah.
Nah, man. Y'all niggas, man.
He goes by the name of Hayes. Get the trade.
You see, when I stepped out, niggas grill, but haters all respect. The lights from the chain, the shades feeling neglect. From long range, the game from my perspective. Maybe it's the range of the rim, see it reflect. I don't know, but either way, she getting naked when I leave. Shorty send a text message talking sex. Bitch, know I'm there, and I ain't even got a text. And now we said it take minutes, man. Get me there in seconds, But I better slow down, want a collision. Big blunt, got me breathing real hard like repetition. That with the lean, fucking up a nigga vision. Put the slur in my verbs like a retard spitting. Bitch, see me in that VR tennis. Shorty named Nikki, wanna menage in it. E.T., do ya retards get it? Swag higher than the average, man, I be on limit. Call these Gucci jeans, but this VR tenant. Put this ball in, I can't take serious like a scrimmage. I can't front, I do what I gotta. Tighten up the straps on my high top Prada. All red coupe, drop top, that's tomato. In the passenger, a Cuban bitch named Milana. See that ass from the front and the titties from behind. Niggas turn their face up in the action where I find her. I'm the hottest nigga that you heard. 4, 5, 6 when that dice hit the curb. 4, 5, 6 sticks of ice in the serve. Guarantee to end my night with a bird. That's my word, but if I don't, I continue to blow up. Something like,
Let's go.
you wanna do that?
You got me feeling like I wanna. I'm a mathematician, dope dealer, crack in the kitchen. Trust me, listen, your back will be missing. Lift the fifth to your dome when your ass will be tripping. Use my back on my chrome and the attic. I'm for real, joke my game. I used to play duck hunt just to focus my aim. Now focused on fame, not America's most. Just the most for the dames and America's growth. I spit the truth, homie, and most of the game. Trust me, if we got beef, when you're pumping your gauge. Cause I'm not coding that web, I'm the spider, not the victim. And my shells put too much for your bosses not to listen. But I'ma still smash the block, but re-up like prepaids cause the crack is hot. If you ball it, don't pass it right. Listen, dummy, we a little right, cause how we check ass and socks. No fouls if you ask for shots. And my gun's off flagrant if you ask for shots. I put a hole in the wood in the door. I blast shots from my pump. Got a hole in the wood in the door. Axe pop for 8 ball if you're cooking it raw. And it costs a little more if you're cooking it raw. Outline around your body from the ceiling to the floor. I outline around your body saying do not cross. Got my tools out, do not cross. Best you to pick a new route cause you not boss. Ed McMahon, I put a bomb for your mail and let them bodies hit the floor like them dominoes fell. Yeah, and I'm a G, so I get them extra points like them threes, I'm on my block in my V while I watch all my homies bubble keys. I'm always on the grind, so I'm ball player, but stay on the court floor like a ball player, nigga. I'm a balls player, the type of nigga to do something, then think about the course later.
This other guy right here, which I didn't tell you guys, without a doubt, I gotta just shout my guy out once again for coming out, man. He Hustle NYC. Can we do something? Change gonna come?
Yeah. And I don't even spit. I have no record ever. I don't lay shit down, none of that. Real shit. I could, but you know. I just be chilling. Real shit. I'm not even like, I was signed like twice. I just played around them. Never really took that serious.
I'm rap some old life shit.
But on tour like 2 times singing.
Hate to be alone, I'm staring at the walls. My phone ain't ringing, no one answering my calls. I'm posting bulletins on MySpace and I'm bored and writing people on AIM and I'm being ignored. You can't imagine half the things that I saw, so I try to stay occupied so I don't see no more. I was only 9, so my mama on the floor. Cops had a cuff, one kicked her in the jaw. They beat her and they made sure they used excessive force, and she screamed that she ripped cause she didn't break the law. She had a nervous breakdown, that ain't probable cause. That was the day me and my mama was divorced. My mind all over the place, I couldn't even talk. Over and over, I see it in my thoughts, feels too psychovalves. My emotions were lost. I can lie with a straight face and I won't even pause. What you think I ain't? Scarred, I'm heartless like a corpse. My brains in a race running faster than the horse. From the foster homes, a hustler. I had to mature, or I would have spent my life in back of them 4 walls. I was blasting that 4-4.
Change gonna come. Let's go.
Change gonna come. I had to kiss like Santa Claus. Child, I ain't have one of those. I was a boss. The block was on fire, and I was holding the. But I was pitching on the porch, on the curb while I pitched it, trying not to get. I don't know the verse, but I can rap some other shit. Yo, I don't throw it in the bag. I won't even buy her Mickey D's till I get my nut off these bitches. Give me their Mickey C's. I spit SARS, they ain't the motherfucking CDs. I told y'all flame my brain to the 5th degree. They talk crazy, but they got the list of figures when niggas talk shit. My burner is the Listerine. I'm allergic to trash, pasta, and the histamine. I'ma teach you a class rap, niggas is history. Listen, I'm not who you envision. I'm a nigga that get money and start act like he ain't got a pot to piss and fuck baiting. I ain't fishing, think I'm losing and you tripping. Play Superman on they Robinson niggas with the Smith and get me pissed. I ain't missing like AI with the Pistons. I'm gonna pistol grip and hold the hammers with consistency. Popeyes, I'm a colonel. I ain't talking about chicken, I'm a pimp. Be your wife around me, I stick my dick. I heard you rap, yup, you claim that you running the peas, but the truth in the hood, homie, you pussy in the summer's eve. All in my face like it's something to see. I leave you crab ass niggas on the end of the seat. I clap you while you swimming. My 9 is plastic. If I flash a nigga running like he trying to get drafted. Nowadays when niggas tote guns, it must be for fashion. They talk shit, we slow, pull our pocket and pass it. Got water flowing on the block like it came from the Aspens, and rock shipped to the spot and sealed bottles of aspirin. I'm the reason that your baby mom's having contractions. See my smile? See my swag? That ain't happened by accident. While you was out tricking your dollars and passion, I was smarting her like Ray J, Kim Kardashian.
It's wildin' right now.
I'm stronger than Shaq, you weaker than Elijah when I'm eating. Y'all niggas fasting like it's Ramadan.
Change gon' come.
Change gon' come.
Ladies and gentlemen, and this was the Producers Union. I'm your host, Jimi Kendrix. We have a Big Ugly right there, Big Colorado, a.k.a. Big whatever, Big for nothing, just taking up space in this motherfucker. E Hustle, Extra 20s, DJ Remarkable, Hayes, Even Trade. Your host, Jimi Kendrix. Thank you. God bless. Jesus loves you.
Yes, he does. The change gon' come.
This shit.
Yo.